Davion Hill from Ball State men's basketball joining us here on Heart of the Cardinal. We are learning about the stories and the journeys of all of the Ball State men's basketball players. Davion, really appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Yep. Happy to be here.
Welcome to Ball State, too.
Yes, sir.
How's it been so far? I know it's been only a couple weeks, but
it's been great. Great environment, great people, and yeah, so far so good.
When you were looking at a school to come to when you hit the portal, what was a list of things that you felt like you had to have to be able to come to a school?
A program that liked to just play hard, just all around toughness. 'Cause I feel like that's what I am and what I've been for a long time. So it was really that, and just a family, like a more I would say, just tight knit. 'Cause that's always what I've been around growing up. Went to a 2A high school and had opportunities to go to top-notch programs and, would just stay home I was just all about that, the family part of it, real family-oriented. Yeah.
I love it. And you're coming to a state that is a basketball family.
Exactly. Yeah.
What was the process for you of hearing about Ball State? How did you first hear?
I knew about Ball State for a while. My brother, he was with the Indiana Pacers for his first 2 years in the NBA. So, I heard IU, ND, a couple other schools, and Ball State was one I would hear over the years when I was growing up, just talking about what colleges you would go to when you got older, and, just him being an Indy. Obviously, he would mention this one, but I think the most recent one was when it came back around to my mind at Missouri State, my first year of college. I was there with Coach Buzzy, and so he kind of spun the block on me and hit me up, and he called me about it, and we ended up getting it done.
Yeah, you mentioned the Pacers.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking end of the year.
Yep, crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
Man, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yep.
I mean, I think everybody in the world feels for him right now.
Couldn't imagine it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Gutted everybody. But with your brother, starting at the Indiana Pacers, how have you been able to just have basketball be consumed within your family?
It was just basketball. He was kind of the blueprint for it. I feel like I was more so of a football guy growing up. You probably can tell, but I think I was more so of a football guy growing up, and just him being so big on basketball and, eventually going to the NBA. When he got drafted, I was in 8th grade, so that was kind of I feel like 8th grade is your determining factor of when what sport you're going to like more, going into high school. So I think once that, it was just that's what really molded me into being all right, basketball is what I'm going to do. And it's just basketball is all that's in my family.
I know you said you were in 8th grade when he was drafted, but what did he teach you about the game of basketball that helped you for today and throughout your career?
Just the ups and downs. That's really so much. He could teach all the skill work and all the everything, but just his ups and downs. He was leaving same high school I went to, 2A, no offers. Took his talents to Frank Phillips, JUCO, and it wasn't no 1 year. He was there 2 years, and then 2 years at Missouri State. That's 4 years of college, and most NBA players are getting out of their first, second year, especially how it is now. So him just staying grounded and still chasing his dream even through that, because I feel like most people get lost when it takes that long. So just the ups and downs of it, and I think that just kind of made me have the toughness I have today, just watching his journey.
Did he help instill the competitiveness in you too?
Yeah, definitely. Him being 6'9",
right.
There's nothing I could do. So I had to try to push him, punch him, whatever I could do to try to stop him from scoring. So yeah, that definitely made me the competitor I am today, just having him and my other brother.
Man, I can envision that you learned a lot at 8th grade with somebody who's 6'9" and about to go into the NBA.
Exactly.
You mentioned football. What position were you?
Running back, and on defense I played corner, free safety, D-back.
Okay,
Yep.
I like it.
Yes,
Good positions. Good positions.
Yep.
Davion, how would you overall describe what your basketball journey's been like?
Time and time again, I've had to kind of prove myself. I was never a super hype guy, and I would feel my style of play isn't something where you're just oh, that dude's him right there. We gotta keep an eye on him. It's you gotta really watch this little stuff I bring to the game. I feel I feel it's just been proving myself high school, it was that, playing in the EYBL, all those top names, stuff like that. Had to prove myself. Got to Missouri State, ended up redshirting. So then, it was a setback, Had to go JUCO last year, prove myself. And then now I'm just back trying to do the same thing again and, help Ball State.
You say prove yourself at JUCO. Several JUCO players transferring into the Ball State team this year. And we've talked about it with a few of them of just how formidable the JUCO game can be to prepare you for Division I basketball. How did that prepare you for making the leap back to Division I basketball and make sure that you were ready to be who you want to be this year?
It was big, that Missouri State year hurt me definitely, just like, being so ready and hyped for D1 basketball. And then when I got the setback, it's like everyone in JUCO is hungry. Everybody wants to be a D1 player. Everyone wants to go make money. So it's almost like everyone there hungry. So if you're not on your A game, it's like you'll fall behind. So I feel like that year just being back, like I would say, like kind of at the bottom for me, to be honest. So just like that just gave me like that, like anything can be taken from you at any point. So like you gotta just keep working hard, and like I think it really molded me with just some of the guys they had there, because there's top notch people even in the JUCO world. So like yeah, I would say that
you learn a lot about JUCO players and how much success everybody has, because it gives you that chance to be like what you said, who you are.
Yes, sir.
When you go to JUCO, in approaching transferring from Missouri State to JUCO, how did you keep that mindset of this is where I'm going to elevate myself?
Right.
This is the one.
Yeah. I really think it was more so like me, like just knowing what I was capable of. Like when I like, it took me a while to really process it, like that I'm going JUCO, but like just just my brother's situation and everything, like just made me like this isn't like it's like the end of anything. It's just another just heart check really. And like I just went there and had a nice we had a nice coaching staff that made me feel comfortable and stuff like that. And like pretty much like just showed me that like it wasn't the end or whatever, and like kept me high. And even me, I don't get too high or too low, so it was just like
And then Buzzy picked up the phone again.
Yeah, right. Buzzy called me again. That guy, my guy.
How cool is it to be reconnected with him and to help you feel like you've got that connection and that link here at Ball State?
It's big. I feel like, cause like my type of play, like I'm a hype. I gotta be hype and be going to like I think perform at the best of my ability. And if anybody knows Coach Buzz, he's a high motor type of guy. So just me being back with him and having our relationship we had at Missouri State, and then to just meet again is definitely big for me, I feel like.
What was that first conversation like with you and Coach Lewis and your goals? How did those align and all that stuff? Coach
Lewis, he seemed like he's been through a lot just like I have, and like he's just like he wants to win, and that's really all I want to do. And like we got on the phone and he just was completely honest with me, told me things he liked about me and things I could improve on. And like I was never one who liked a person who just came to you and was like, oh, you're good at this and this and just telling you everything you're good at. So once he started telling me a couple of like my flaws, like I'll just say one thing I want to do is like be in like tip top shape to be able to play like my style of play all game without being tired. And he pointed that out, and that's something like only my brother said to me. And my brother's always going to keep it real. So once he said that, that really was like, he's a real person. Yeah. Yep.
So you felt like from the beginning he was looking out for your best interests.
Yep, exactly.
Awesome. Yep. And it feels like that's a common theme with the whole group that's transferred in this year is everybody loves the honesty.
Yep, exactly.
And the transparency. 4 weeks in, how have you seen the group mesh together? Yeah. I know it's a small sample size over the summer, but how have you seen it go?
It's been good. We all get along. Everyone pushes each other, and like I feel like since day one it was like you'd have thought we all knew each other for years how we were. So like I think the coaching staff and Coach Lewis did a great job bringing in all guys who want the same thing, because that's really what it boils down to. When we're practicing, walking around in public, anything, everyone is moving on the same same string. So it's just like I think it's good. We got a good group, and we should be good. Yep.
I was able to go to a couple of workouts and just see you guys from a team standpoint, and everybody's like locked in, watching coaches, watching each other, listening to each other when you talk. It seems like just from the jump, there's that interconnectivity and that chemistry. How have you used your experiences at other two places to help play your part within that, especially with such a new group?
Things I realized about like just seeing D1 basketball, because I redshirted, but I was really locked into that first year, and last year I realized like everyone's a piece to the puzzle, really. So everyone's a piece, and like in the end, like if we want to get where we want to get, and that's ultimately win the championship, like everyone has to do their job. No one can go over more than what coach brought us here to do. So I think if we all do that, we'll be good.
Davion, what are your hobbies outside of basketball?
Hobbies? I'm not really a video game guy, so it's like, really, I do watch a lot of TV. I think I like to just be outside.
Yeah.
That's really be outside with friends, just talking, like chilling, stuff like that. But other than that, hobbies, I don't think I really have. I like to swim a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So, yeah, I think that's really what I would say.
So would you ever try and like get out and hike and stuff like that? Are you big into that, or just let me be outdoors?
I would. I think I would do it. Hiking and stuff like that. Like I enjoy walking around and just nature and everything like that. So I think I would be up to it. I've never done it, but I'm not against it. Yep.
Pre-game playlist. Do you
Yeah.
have a set playlist, or are you more of like whatever feels good that day?
I'm kind of doing whatever feels good that day. Like the mood. Like if I'm in an amped mood, I need to hear some songs with a lot of bass in them, stuff like that. But if I'm just on some like vibey day, I might listen to some. Who knows? People don't. I don't really want to say this, but I don't know if you know who Jasmine Sullivan is, type of person. She's a singer. She's a singer, but
Okay.
I'll listen to a little of her too. It's weird, but yeah. Yep.
I mean, range is good music.
Yeah.
I think you learn a lot about artists and
Yes,
the
sir.
way that they perform
Yes,
when
sir.
you have different artists.
Yep.
If you had to give your top three artists right now,
Yeah.
who would they be?
I'll say my first one would be Lil Durk. Secondly, Meek Mill.
Okay.
And third, I would have to go with third.
And I'm putting you on the spot. You got to.
Yeah,
The third
third.
slot's always the hardest.
Yeah, it's the hardest one, but I think if I had to pick, I'd probably go with Lil Baby.
Little baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lil Baby, yep.
Good choices. You mentioned TV. What would your favorite show be?
Show? I'd say Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I like the
Okay.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, we're going throwback. I
like
love it.
that, yep.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yep.
But Davion, before we let you go here, is there anything else you want Ball State fans to know about who you are as a person, as an athlete, or anything like that?
No, just ready to get to work. That's pretty much it. I'm going to put on the show for the fans this year and try to bring a championship here.
Awesome. We love it.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
Davion, we're glad you're a Ball State Cardinal. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.